Hey everybody, it's Ron from Pick Dawgz. This is Ron's Rundown. We're going to go over the MLB games scheduled for Thursday, September 12th, 2024. And if you like what you see, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to put your baseball picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily rundown best bet in the MLB, you can find those at the premium picks tab at pickdawgz.com. I also got a link in the description. Alrighty, here we go. Here are the games for Thursday in Major League Baseball. First up, the Colorado Rockies taking on the Detroit Tigers. We got Ryan Feltner and Tarek Skubal on the mound. I think it's a pretty good pitching matchup because while Feltner's numbers on paper look pretty rough, 2-10, 4.96 ERA, he's been a lot better recently, and we saw in that last game against the Brewers, tough lineup on the road. He went 6 innings, 1 run, only a couple of base hits given up, ended up being a Rockies win in a low-scoring game. I think Feltner can go 5-6 decent innings. Skubal's been one of the best pitchers in baseball this year, facing a Rockies team that hasn't done much against lefties in the last month. I think we see a low-scoring game of Comerica. Give me the under. Next up, the Cincinnati Reds taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. We're going to see Sonny Gray for St. Louis. No official starter for the Reds. Sonny Gray's in good form right now. His last couple of starts, bounce back outings against the Padres and the Brewers. Both of those ended up being victories for St. Louis. He went a combined 13 innings of just 2-run baseball, only 1 walk given up as well. And he's also pitched a lot better at Busch Stadium this year. 8-5 record, 2.63 ERA at home. I'm going to roll with the Cardinals right now on the money line. We'll see who the official starter is for Cincinnati, but give me the Cards right now. Next up, the Oakland Athletics taking on the Houston Astros. Mitch Spence and Framber Valdez are your starters. Mitch Spence has pitched better recently. We've seen his last couple of starts, 2 earned runs or fewer in his last 3 games, but I still think that Framber in the second half of the year has just been one of the best pitchers in baseball. The Astros have won a ton of his games, and they've covered a lot of run lines as well. I just got to go with the Astros in this game and lay the 1.5 runs. They are a big favorite, so not really a ton of value in this game. If you're laying just 1.5, maybe take this one up to 2.5 runs to get some plus money on your side. That's probably where I'm going with this game. I just think the Astros, the superior lineup against right-handed pitching recently. The bullpen, I think, is also much better, so give me Houston in this one. Next up, the Miami Marlins taking on the Washington Nationals. Darren McCacken and DJ Hertz are your starters. I think this is a lopsided pitching matchup in favor of Washington. DJ Hertz has put together a pretty solid rookie campaign. 75 in the third innings, 93 strikeouts, a 3.82 ERA. And the good thing, I think, is when you look at a lot of these young pitchers that maybe have pitched quite a few innings this season, 100-plus innings, we start to see them run out of gas a little bit because they're not used to that workload. But DJ Hertz is still only at 75 innings on the season, so I think he still has some great games in front of him. We saw against the Pirates last time out, 5 innings, a shutout ball, no hits given up with 5 strikeouts in a 5-3 Nationals win. He won a game against the Braves not too long ago as well, 5 innings, a 1-hit shutout ball. So give me the Nationals in this one on the money line. Again, if you're looking for my best bets in Major League Baseball, college football, the NFL, you can find those at the premium picks tab at pickdawgz.com. And again, there's going to be a link in the description. Next up, we see the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. Cooper Criswell for Boston, no official starter for the Yanks. The biggest rivalry in sports, should be a fun weekend series. I like the Yankees in Game 1. They've done very well in Game 1s of series recently. In fact, they're on a 6-game Game 1 winning streak. They took down the Royals 10-4 we saw earlier in that series. They shut out the Cubs at Wrigley Field and so on. The last time that they lost a Game 1 of a series was against the Guardians, and then they went on to win the next 2 games in that series. But I like the Yanks in this one. Their bats have been strong against right-handed pitching. Criswell's improved his game, that's for sure, but I still think the Yanks are the side here, so give me the Yankees on the money line. Next up, the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Cleveland Guardians. We got Ryan Pepiot and Gavin Williams as your starters. Now, we know the Rays have not been the best offensive team this year, and that includes the last 30 days against right-handed pitching, but neither have the Cleveland Guardians against righties in the last month, and I think Ryan Pepiot is the much better option to start this game. Gavin Williams, an ERA above 5 this season. He has struggled, and especially at Progressive Field. He's actually got a sub-4 ERA on the road, but it goes way up when he's pitching at Progressive. I think he struggles in this one. And, Ryan Pepiot, he's battled an injury this year, but overall put together solid numbers. 3.66 ERA, 118 strikeouts in 113 innings. Coming off a great outing against the Orioles, 5 1/3 of 1-run ball in a Rays win. Give me Tampa Bay in this one on the money line. Next up, we see the Texas Rangers taking on the Seattle Mariners. We got Kumar Rocker making his Major League debut for the Rangers. Bryce Miller going for the Mariners. Rocker, we know he is a very high-velocity fastball pitcher. He's got great strikeout stuff. We saw that in college at Vanderbilt, and we see that so far this year in the minor leagues. He's got great strikeout numbers, and actually the control has been pretty solid. The walks per 9 and the home runs per 9 have been pretty low, actually. So going into the start, I think Rocker against a team like the Mariners who strike out left and right, this is actually a pretty good matchup for your first major league start. I think Rocker can go 4-5 solid innings. Bryce Miller's pitched well himself, and especially at T-Mobile Park. That's why I lean towards the under. But I think the value lies with the Rangers in this game. I think they've just been the superior team in the last month or so. Even though the Mariners have started to pick things up here offensively against righties, I want to roll with the Rangers at a pretty good price and the under in this one. Next up, the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the San Francisco Giants. Frankie Montas and Hayden Birdsong are your starters. I like the under and the San Francisco Giants in this game. Birdsong, I think, has a much better start this time around against the Brewers than he did on August 29th. In that game, he had a few opportunities to limit the damage with 2 outs. He wasn't able to get those key outs, and I think, honestly, he was a little bit unlucky in that start, but he still had 6 strikeouts in 3 2/3 innings. I think pitching at home here, where he's been better on the season with a much better ERA, I think he'll have a bounce-back outing, and Frankie Montas has pitched well himself. He's gone 6+ innings his last 4 games, earning some more strikeouts recently, but he is giving up a lot of sharp contact. That's why I think San Francisco, a pretty power-dependent lineup, will be able to find a home run or 2 against them, win this game, but I think we go under the total as well. Give me San Francisco and the under. And that's it. Those are the games for Thursday in baseball. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and put those baseball picks in the comment section below. As always, this is Ron Romanelli. Good luck.